Running doesn't make sense at first. I actually hated it in the beginning. What's strange about running is that to love it, you first have to go through the hating part, the hard, uncomfortable, painful part over and over again. But when you really think about it, it makes perfect sense. You have to run more, you have to show up consistently, to reach the moment, that magic line, where it finally clicks. The more you run, the better you become. And before you even realize it, the things that once felt impossible suddenly feels easy. Your idea of what's possible shifts. Your limits move. You might hate running now, but if you commit to consistency, if you keep showing up, you can learn to love it. Because the truth is simple. You earn the love for running by running. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I signed up for my first full marathon. I'm taking you with me on this marathon training journey. Workouts, food, feelings, highs and lows. This will be the hardest race of my life. I have the 3.5 months left to prepare, and I've already been following a marathon program for a month now. I started on New Year's, and I will be honest, the beginning was rough. All the December festivities, delicious food, drinks, and lack of movement did not set me up for an easy start. This is my first marathon, and that's a serious distance, so I definitely need a solid training plan. I decided to go with the runner-up, and so far I'm really satisfied with it. It's been snowing all morning. It's freezing outside and windy. It will not be easy to get my paces in in this weather, the snow. I will have 2 pairs of gloves. So yeah, it will be hard to get the paces, but I will do the best I can. I started my training in the best season of the year, winter. And this winter is no joke. All of January has been extremely cold, from -10 to -20 degrees every day, with lots of snow and icy roads. Because of that, I had to spend a lot of time running on a treadmill, which is not a favorite thing of mine. I'm definitely an outdoors runner, but after my first interval session outside, I realized it just wasn't possible. Trying to hit my paces on snowy, icy roads was impossible and honestly really frustrating. So for now, the treadmill it is. I feel confident that this plan will prepare me well for the biggest challenge of my life. I entered all my data and training history, and I chose to keep 4 strength training sessions per week, along with 4 running workouts. The strength sessions are adjusted to support my running, and I'm really happy with them so far. There are still some heavy lifting I have used to, but now I also have more core work, mobility, single leg exercises, and plyometrics. My running schedule includes 2 easy runs, tempo, and interval sessions, plus 1 long run each week. After the first 2 weeks, I felt a little bit broken. My body was adjusting to the new training schedule. Training itself isn't new to me, but I haven't worked on my core in years. Before this, I used to go to the gym regularly and run 2-3 times a week, but this new program, it has double sessions, strength training plus running. That's a whole different game. Now I gotten used to the training load, but every Monday, my rest day, I feel like I want 10 more. My body may be rested, but my mind is always trying to bargain with me. I have to push myself when those lazy thoughts creep in and stay disciplined. Marathon will not run itself. I know all this training will matter on a race day. Every strength session, every run, every rest day, that's part of the plan. It's all building me into a stronger version of myself. Training is the biggest challenge. Showing up consistently, not giving up, hitting every planned workout, step by step, week by week, repeating, improving, pushing a bit more each time. You get stronger and faster, and then you need to run even faster. It feels like never-ending journey. You're never really done. But I want my race day to feel like celebration. A celebration of all the training, all the effort, not just from these past months, but for years of work. I want to cross that finish line strong and still have the energy to go celebrate afterwards. It sounds crazy to think I will be running 42 kilometers. I used to hate running. If someone had told me a year ago that I would be doing this, I would have laughed and said, no way, that's impossible. I have never never considered myself a runner. Even now, I'm not sure I do. In fact, I hated running in school. I was the chubby kid who dreaded sports. I only started exercising at 18 because I wanted to lose weight and feel better of myself. Back then, fitness was just a tool to burn calories. And yes, calorie deficit works, but it didn't change how I felt inside. That fat kid never really left me. For years, my fitness journey was up and down. I didn't see it as a lifestyle, just something I did when I gained weight. But about 5-6 years ago, something changed. I started working out consistently, joined group classes like TRX and CrossFit, and I fell in love with that amazing post-workout feeling. Then came walking. Daily walks became my therapy. Morning walks set the tone of my day. Evening walks clear my mind. Rain, snow, storm, I'm walking. Even now, working from home, I wake up early for an hour-long walk. It's a small habit, but it makes a huge difference. It makes me happy. I started running a few years ago. In the beginning, I absolutely hated it. Honestly, sometimes I still do, but it's a different kind of hate now. Actually, hate isn't even the right word. Sometimes you go for a run and everything feels hard. You're struggling, you're tired, and you catch yourself thinking, why I'm doing this to myself? But the truth is, nothing worthwhile is ever easy. Running is hard. It was hard. It is still hard, and it will always have hard moments. But how hard it feels depends on your physical strength, and even more on your mental strength. I honestly believe running is mostly a mental game. Our brains love comfort, and running is the opposite of comfort. So every run becomes training not just for your legs, but for your mind and your willpower. Running teaches you that every minute, every kilometer, every step matters. It teaches you not to trust your brain blindly, because the moment you start running, the voice telling you don't go usually disappears. Almost every time I feel tired and my brain tries to convince me to rest, I still go for a run, and afterward I feel amazing, full of energy and my happy hormones dancing. So we need to train our minds, or better yet, understand that our brains are not always right. Trust your experience. Remember all those times you wanted to skip a workout, but you did it anyway and felt better than ever afterward. When I go for a run, there are all kinds of different training runs. Easy runs, tempo runs, intervals, and then there are these magical days when everything feels perfect. Those runs when you feel light, almost like you could fly, with no pain at all. I call those my good running days. But then there are the bad running days, the days when your legs feel like rocks, your body feels heavy, or your lungs are screaming at you. And of course, there are plenty of okay days in between. Nothing special, nothing terrible, just getting it done. No matter how the run went, you either get that runner's high or you feel proud that you didn't quit. Every run counts, and you can't expect to have only good running days. There are so many factors like sleep, food, rest, training load, shoes, stress, everything. It all plays a role. But every type of run teaches you something and moves you forward. I have chosen a slightly challenging training plan for myself, so I need to be careful and take good care of my body. Sleep is incredibly important. Even before starting this plan, I have always tried to get 7 till 8 hours of sleep every night. I avoid coffee after 2 p.m. I read a book half an hour before going to bed, and I try to not eat 2-3 hours before sleeping. All these habits help improve my sleep quality, even though they don't work perfectly every time. Nutrition is also a big part of this training journey and of daily life in general. Now I really plan my pre-workout snacks so I have enough strength and energy for my workouts. After training, I make sure I have proper meal with protein, carbs, veggies. I also try to stretch more, make sure I get my daily steps. I honestly just love walking. And finally, rest. I listen to my body. If it feels like too much or I'm too sore or tired, I will take an extra rest day and shuffle my workouts around. I also want to miss time with my friends and family. That mental support is so important. My boyfriend and I are both training for our first marathon, and I'm so grateful for that extra understanding and support. We're going through this together, training, eating, resting. I can't even imagine the feeling we will have when we both cross that finish line. It feels extra special that we're experiencing this first time journey side by side. I feel so lucky. As much as I love running now, the gym will always be my first love. Lifting weights just hits differently for me. I'm not sure I can compare the two because in both I push myself harder and harder, always trying to get better. And after both, my mood is lifted and my energy is high. Weightlifting feels more physical to me. It's about building strength, shaping my body, feeling powerful. Running though, running is therapy. If you don't count marathon training, it's hours spent talking to myself, thinking, planning, analyzing. Maybe I just love spending time with myself. Sometimes I can't wait to go for a run, put on my favorite songs and just be. And when the weather is nice, that's the best feeling ever. I'm really waiting for spring. I miss those forest runs so much. It's honestly the best therapy in the world. This winter has been beautiful. I love winter, but 2 months of minus 20 degrees is enough. I had enough of icy, snowy, uneven roads. Winter running is a whole different experience. It's nice when the roads are clean, but that's not very often. And that makes running so much harder. In a way, it makes me stronger, sure, but I really miss enjoying the runs instead of getting frustrated with the road conditions. And the treadmill, I swear, I feel like a hamster on a wheel, especially when it gets too hot. It's just not the same. I love running outdoors in the fresh air when the scenery keeps changing, and I can truly lose myself in running. I enjoy running in the snow, but now I want spring. I want to go out without wearing 10 layers, so I'm crossing my fingers that spring is just around the corner and my spring therapy can begin again. Running, music, sun and forest, nothing beats that. I even read that running helps with depression more efficiently than medication. Maybe that's why I feel so good. If you told younger me, the girl who hated sports and never felt athletic enough, that one day she would run a marathon, she wouldn't have believed you. So yeah, that's where I am right now. Some days are amazing, some days absolutely suck, but every day gets me a little bit closer to that start line and eventually that finish line. I'm nervous, I'm excited, and honestly, I'm proud of myself already. If you're following along, thank you. If you're training for something too, I'm cheering up for you. Let's see where this marathon journey takes me.